Doctors can diagnose depression, anxiety, grief, debt. But there is no medical term for what happens when a person simply stops casting a shadow, and nobody around them even looks down to notice. Not faded, not faint, just completely, utterly absent. No trace, no explanation. And here's the thing that would terrify you most, K-A-K. Nobody around you would even notice it had happened. This is the world of the missing shadows, and once you understand what this story is really about, you will never look at your own shadow the same way again. Let me set the scene. Imagine a perfectly ordinary city. Coffee shops opening at 7, school buses running on schedule, people checking their phones while waiting at crosswalks. Everything completely normal, except one woman named Cara notices something deeply wrong. A man sitting across from her at breakfast has no shadow beneath him. The morning sun is pouring through the window, hitting everything in the room, casting clean, sharp lines across the floor. Everything has a shadow. His coffee cup has a shadow. His jacket draped over the chair has a shadow. But him? Nothing. She says nothing. Because how do you even begin that conversation? By the end of that same week, 3 more people in her building have lost theirs. And Cara starts keeping a list. Here is where the story becomes something truly special, because the people losing their shadows aren't random. They share something. Not a disease, not a location, something far more unsettling. They have all, at some point recently, stopped feeling anything real. Not sadness, not joy, not genuine connection. They have gone emotionally numb. And somehow, the world is responding to that. The shadow in this story isn't just a physical phenomenon. It represents presence. The proof that you exist in a moment. That light hits you, and the world bends around you. When you stop being truly present in your own life, the world stops registering you at all. And this is where the tension absolutely ignites. Because Cara starts checking. Every morning, standing in the sun, watching, waiting. And one Tuesday, standing in her kitchen with golden light flooding across the tiles, she looks down at her feet. Her shadow is thinner than it was yesterday, not gone, but fading. The race she runs from that moment forward is not about survival in the traditional sense. She is not running from a monster or a villain. She is running from herself, from the version of herself that stopped caring, that started going through motions, that forgot what it felt like to be genuinely moved by anything. The Missing Shadows works because it holds a mirror up to something we all quietly recognize, that creeping numbness, that sensation that days are passing but nothing is truly landing, that you are present in rooms but not really there. The most frightening horror is not the kind that chases you, it is the kind that reveals you. And if you felt something watching this, if this story stirred something real inside you, then congratulations. Your shadow is still there. Today, it is still there. But the story asks the question every single one of us needs to sit with. How much longer will